Hey there. My name is Chris, and I'm going to walk you through the business purposes as why you should pick between Windows XP, Windows 7, and Windows 8. Which one is best for your business? We're going to go into the pros and the cons of each, and why I'm going to lead you in the direction for success with this decision. First, some preliminary stuff. Where has Windows come from? What's Windows even trying to do? Windows has come from decades of experience in trying to make an end user experience pleasurable and efficient. So, what they want to do as a company is create a product that people can use to accomplish everyday tasks. Now, some do these differently. The earlier versions were focused very business oriented, and then they started finding a customer base and end users like yourself and myself. And once they started streamlining that, they eventually got to a point where they started combining the two or offering different versions, such as Windows Enterprise versions. Windows NT was the first one to really start to cut out the difference between a server platform and an end user platform. They started offering these to people. So, what's best for my business? I mean, you're a business owner, I'm a business owner. What should we use in our enterprise? Well, there's a couple things you need to start thinking of when you're looking at this decision. First of all, how many people are you employing and what are they used to using? If they've been using Windows XP and you're in an age-dependent business where you have a bunch of people who may not want to be trained again, maybe you're fine using Windows XP. If you have a small amount of users who are willing and open to change, then Windows 7 might actually be a better choice for you. Now, what about Windows 8? Well, Windows 8 came out literally months ago as far as the date of this video goes. And it's my policy usually when consulting with people to move them away from the bleeding edge. And I would qualify Windows 8 as the bleeding edge. There's still a lot of lessons needed to be learned from the initial deployment of Windows 8. Some service packs need to come out. So for the time being, I would avoid Windows 8. But for now, let's look into Windows XP and why it may be a good choice for your business. Some pros to Windows XP. It is tried and tested. It has been used by everybody on the planet. Everyone knows how to use Windows 8. Or sorry, Windows XP. It's mostly compatible with anything you could possibly imagine. So your printers, your headsets, anything like that, your monitors, your speakers, your keyboard and mouse, all of that stuff has been tested on Windows XP extensively, and people are used to people running Windows XP. I mean, it's been around as the primary operating system for decades, so that's not going to go away tomorrow. It's easy to set up. Um, like I said, since it's been around for so long, people are pretty well and used to how to work with Windows XP. It also means it's really easy to get support for. Someone like myself or another IT professional, or even yourself, if you're interested, you're able to go in there and pretty easily find documentation of these problems that you're trying to solve and that you may encounter in your business. You also have the ease of repair. So anyone, as I mentioned, has access to any of this documentation. So if you have a problem that's in your phone, in your computer, and you get a virus or something corrupted itself or the hard drive dies, there's documentation out on the internet now, just everywhere, that will guide you through how to resolve these problems. And it's not going away anytime soon. The Some of the cons is it's an old technology. And like all old technologies, there's better and newer things available, and there's generally a reason why things have become an old technology. New technology doesn't come out just for fun. People don't put hours into discovering better ways that they can provide products for people just to make more money. Now, yeah, of course they do it for the money. Just ask Apple. Everyone's in it for the money, and some are doing a very good job of it, Microsoft included. But it's all about having a product that makes a difference to their end users. That's what they're selling. They're selling that product. So would they come out with a new product that they would think is not going to benefit the end users? The answer is no. They're not going to. They're too big to do that. They can't make that mistake. So it's old technology, and there's reasons why you should move forward. Vendors are starting not to support Windows XP. It's old, and the fact of the matter is it's not being updated anymore. Yeah, you get these updates that say, mandatory security update. Those will come around because no one wants to get hacked. And on that subject, Windows XP is much more likely to get hacked than any other modern operating systems, just because it's been around so long. People have studied it inside and out forever, for over a decade now. People know it. People have cracked it. People have looked inside of it. People have gone in and looked around and like, oh, this is how this all works. And then they abuse it. They go to business owners. They go to business users. They go to clients. They go to everybody who is involved in your business who's running Windows XP. They are susceptible to people who have been dedicating their lives to manipulating Windows XP for a bad result and potentially bad impact on your business. And there's no functional 64-bit out of Windows XP. Now, what does that mean? What does this 64-bit, 32-bit nonsense have anything to do with my business? Well, the short of it is 64-bit allows your computer to do more things. That's all you need to know. So if you are running Windows XP with this awesome computer, and it's forced to be 32-bit, which I can almost guarantee you're running it as 32-bit, um, then you're not going to get the most out of that computer. It's just not going to happen. It can only count so high, and it's just not going to work as well as if you had a 64-bit computer. Windows XP has 64-bit. It's just not as compatible as its 32-bit version. And like I said, vendors aren't supporting it, and if they're not supporting the 32-bit version, they're not going to support the 64-bit version. It's just not going to happen. So, some other cons, as new features become unavailable, they come out with these security updates and these security patches, but there's not going to be, some brand new sweeping declaration of awesome stuff coming to Windows XP. It's just not. It's stuck that way. I could go into it for a little bit while, but those are some of the cons of it. So then we move on to Windows 7, and we need to talk some about the pros of that. So it's tried and tested. It's been around for a couple of years now, and people have tried it, people have tested, people have loved it. I can speak from experience. We've had people in corporations use it. Large international oil and gas companies use it. We've had people leave Windows XP, go to Windows 7, and not think the world's coming to an end because of how well Microsoft managed to create the user experience for them, make it similar. It's the modern Windows XP, some people call it. It's mostly compatible. So most of the stuff that you used in the past, not all of it, because some things are just old, and no one has interest in maintaining things forever. But most of the things that you used in the past are compatible with Windows 7 now. And things going into the future, I can promise for the next, several years are going to be compatible with Windows 7. So as far as an investment of the future goes, Windows 7 is going to be one that takes you where your business goes years into the future. You're going to make this one investment in an operating system. You don't want it to become, useless in a couple of months, but you want it to be a serious investment. You want one that's going to last for a while, and I want your investment to go far. It's designed with businesses and home users in mind. You can have a version for both, and it enables people to easily share files with each other. It enables people to go from point one and point B in a network infrastructure that, to me, is complicated, and to you, it's one of those things that unless you want to be that guy that's like me and open the books and go through and understand how things are working, you aren't going to enjoy the pleasures of sharing files on the internet or going to the cloud, if you will. But Windows 7 makes it easy. It makes it so that you don't need to have years of IT experience to make these advanced manipulations in your own business infrastructure. You can just click. You can Google, how do I share a file with Joe down the hallway? And then you have the answers there. It's active with updates. I mentioned the sweeping updates of awesome stuff. Windows 7 is still getting sweeping updates of awesome stuff. It's getting lots of cool additions to it every single day. It's secure. Because it's new and because Windows has learned from Windows XP and Windows Vista, it's had the ability to take those security violations and mitigate them. It's mitigated all of them. And instead of just repairing them or patching them, they're not there. They're just gone. And that's a major plus for your business because you don't want to have something go down the hole in the future just because you're running old technology. And we can talk about some cons about it. And it's pretty new, and some users will probably require training on it. And we can go over some more cons in just a second. Guys, that's it. There's no more cons to Windows 7. And I hate to say it, but if you're looking to invest your business into anything going into the future, you should look into Windows 7 right now. Even now that Windows 8 is out, it's still a couple years, I think, before it's going to be even considered for a corporate environment or a business environment. And even then, it'll probably be even more years until the vendors catch up with them. So I would consider Windows 7 today what Windows XP was 10 years ago. And it's probably a safe bet for your business moving into the future that it will be a good investment and that your end users will get used to it with ease. And if you need any help, you can always contact us at MorinHosting. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.